Hello and welcome to the MineWreckers server. My name is Weird and Bearded, and in today's episode I have some debts to pay off. First of all, I still owe the 16 beacons, 6 to Beast and 10 to Rin. I'm going to be collecting the Wither skeleton skulls throughout the recording. I'll do that off camera because there's not really much to show with that. But I also owe Gwen 16 heads for the block of netherite. Gwen has now picked the 16 heads that she wants. And I'm going to do this alphabetically because why not? Which means I have to start by feeling like a monster and getting 4 allay heads. So I'm going to explore the Great Yonder and try to find some unclaimed pillager outposts. This might take a while. Yes, I do have some of my own. They're in this tree. I'm not killing mine. There are other times I may come and kill some of my stuff, but not the allay. Let's find a pillager outpost. So I have found a pillager outpost. Obviously it's not this. This is the village that I stopped at because I forgot to bring a bed. I just noticed there's some dirt in the tree, which is weird. It may be a sign that people have been here, but I doubt it. But there's a pillager outpost just across the icebergs with a polar bear at the outpost. That's lovely. So let's see. Oh, I see a lake. I see a lake. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No, come back, LA, come back. For the purposes of editing, let's just say I visited 11 different pillager outposts total, killed 6 LA, and got nothing. I've decided that with the lack of LA heads, I'll add a bonus head as interest on the payment. So I've thrown in an armoured invulnerable Wither's head from the first Wither fight I did. And now, bees. So I have been breeding up the bees, or feeding as I like to call it, and I want to separate one from the group because I don't want to kill one and have the rest get angry with me because I need 4 bee heads, and it is preferred that they are not angry bees, which also means I need to kill them in one swipe. One swipe? I'm going to go with one swipe. So let's... There we go. Didn't drop a head. But that is the plan. I'm just going to take them one by one. That was far enough away that the rest of them didn't seem to care. And we will see how many heads I get. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 4 ivy-headed 4 bees for bee heads. 4 ivy-headed bees for 4 bee heads. Isn't English fun? Now that the bee heads have been added to my barrel, it is time to get a cat head, specifically a jelly cat head. I'll be honest, allays, bees, cats. I think Gwen just wanted me to kill the cute stuff. Well, it took some time, but as you can see and hear, I now have a lot of cats. So many cats because it took me all of these cats to finally find myself a jelly. But also, in the process of getting all of these cats, I've only got 1 more before I get an advancement. And it's a black cat that always spawns with a witch hut. And I know where there's a swamp nearby that I don't think's been explored except for me briefly. So, time for an advancement, methinks. I can see the kitty. I can see the kitty. Oh! Yes! Could probably kill that witch. Yay! Let's go, kitty. We've got a long walk home. Well, now I've got all the cats gathered together, it's time to do a bit of breeding. Specifically with jelly, I need a few jellies just in case I don't get ahead on the first one. And at this point, I really need to say, I'm sorry, Good Times with Scar. Hashtag blame Gwen. So as you can see, I have put all the cats into separate cat boxes. I've made sure we've got at least 2 of each type. And I think there might be something wrong with the cat section of the mob heads mod, because I have killed 50 cats and got no heads. which is a 0.000000002% chance. So we don't have a cat head to put in here, and I'm thinking I need a better form of interest. So I have a plan, but until then, we're going to move on to the next head. A green frog. And green frogs, from what I can tell, don't spawn naturally. So I need to get some frogs and breed them in a biome which will produce a green frog. So I brought a couple of orange frogs over to a nice icy biome where we have been breeding up some tadpoles, and we have our first green frog. And no head. So I'm going to wait for them to grow up. I'm going to keep swiping. Hopefully it works with the frogs. It worked with the bees. So we'll see what's going on. An interruption from the head hunting, as I have another job to do. So currently I am over at Top and Queen's Industrial District, because in the last episode I had to spend some diamonds at their shop, which made me feel dirty inside, because why would you want to give diamonds to the enemy? So I said I would get some revenge, and since then I have had some messages from Top asking me, please don't mess with the shulker farm, which is inside there. So obviously I have a target in store, and I'm doing what I think is the most dastardly, soul-wrenching, evil thing that I can imagine doing. A data-driven critical analysis of the Rubik's Cube. So of course we can't do this without some fancy graphics so that you can see the entire thing at once. So let's bring up a net of the Rubik's Cube that they put together that I got from a couple of screenshots. Here we go. So the first thing, of course, is once it's solved, each face will be complete. There will be a 3x3 square, all of the same colour. So there should be 9 of each colour on this. And if we break this out into its different colours, obviously in alphabetical order, we can see that there are indeed 9 blues, 9 oranges, 9 reds, 9 whites, but 8 green and 10 yellow. That's 2 mistakes already. Admittedly, it would have been impossible for them to get just 1 mistake here. But, you know, I'm here to be mean. So let's put the cube back together. And next we're going to look at the centres. So for a standard Rubik's Cube, you will always have white opposite yellow, orange opposite red, blue opposite green. It's been that way since 1988. I've been doing my research. And if we take away everything and just leave the centres, you'll see white is indeed opposite yellow, orange is indeed opposite red, but the blue is a yellow and the green is a yellow, which is 2 mistakes. And I'm just going to add an extra mistake onto that count for the fact that they've got 3 yellow faces. That's never going to work. So we can bring everything back, and it's time to now look at the edge pieces. So, of course, it's easiest to see each edge as those 2 pieces together. So we're going to break everything down, put them up, again, laying things out alphabetically, because that's just how I like to do things. And the first thing to notice is the green piece. They've got 2 green faces next to each other, and that's never going to happen. Let's add a mistake on for that one. There are also 3 of them that are blue and orange. 3 of them. So obviously one of them is fine, but the other 2 clearly mistakes. I know there were multiple blue-green ones as well, but the big issue there isn't just that there's 2 of them, it's the fact that the blue and the green are opposite faces. So they're not going to share an edge. Same with the orange and red piece and the white and yellow piece. So that already takes us up to 12 mistakes. And then we can bring the cube back together once again, just to separate it one last time, because it's time to look at the corners and do some fun morphing of the squares. So we have our 8 corners. This time I'm just going to go through them individually. It is much easier that way. So starting at the beginning, we have the blue, orange, green corner. Again, like last time, we can't have blue and green next to each other, so that is a mistake already. I think that's it for that one, except for the fact that that blue-orange configuration is repeated later on. Now, you will have 2 pieces with blue and orange next to each other, but the orange would move to the other side. So then we have the blue, orange, yellow, which for the most part is actually fine, except for the fact that it's mirrored. The very next piece is the same, just the other way round. So that's another mistake added to our list. Then we have the white, green, red piece. Again, I really have nothing to say about this one, actually, except for the fact that that white-red configuration is repeated, although admittedly rotated, in a later piece, so that's another mistake added to the list. Then we have the yellow, red, red. Of course, you can't have two reds next to each other. That's just silly. Plus, that red-yellow configuration is again repeated, but another 2 times. Then we have the red, white, white. Same issue again. We've got 2 whites, which doesn't work. Plus, we've also got that red-white combination, a different one from earlier, but again repeated another 2 times. So that's another 2 mistakes. And then the last one, we have the red, white, yellow. And I say the last one because they've repeated the piece. But also, it's got white, yellow next to each other. And again, white and yellow are opposite faces, so that's not going to work. So that is a grand total of 24 mistakes. And that is how you get revenge for spending so many diamonds. Yeah, they'll think twice before selling things that I need to buy again. Well, back to the headhunting. We did it. We have ourselves a frog head. That goes well with our bee heads. Next up is going to be a fun one. We get to do some actual combat with things that will fight back against us. Yay! I need a Ravager head. Time for a raid, and not from the raid farm. I'm going to do this properly. The Ravager was kind of a rotten thing to put on this list. There's no easy way at my current stage to get a Ravager head, so I just had to do a raid. Just a full-on raid. And I decided to do it properly. I didn't want to tower up, which is how I normally do it. Tower up, build a platform, and then you can fire from above. But I thought, you know what? Let's do this properly. Let's give it a go. Let's obviously brick up all the houses so that the villagers are safe, but then actually do it. And I didn't get a Ravager head, so I did a second raid, at which point I did finally get a Ravager head. Boy, this was painful. So the audio quality there was a little bit weird. We're going to have that in a couple of other clips as well, for the simple reason that I recorded them in another room of the house because it was getting late and my normal recording space is right next to the neighbours. This clip doesn't have any audio, and I do not know why. So, just to quickly explain what happened, after I got the Ravager head, I had then villagers to get. So I decided to start going round and killing all the villagers in this village, only to discover that they weren't dropping their heads either, and they should drop their heads every single time. So there was definitely something wrong with our data pack. So I have been unable to get any villager heads. We've realised the pack must be broken. So I have been told that the pack has been updated. Let's see what happens. Come back. Give me your head. Give me your head. Hey! That worked. So now I should be able to get another 3 villager heads. Hopefully get the jelly head as well. And then I'm going to owe quite a bit less. So I'm going to get that all sorted. Then I'm going to contact Gwen and arrange for a meetup. Okay, so I just messaged Gwen to meet me at the market and then thrown my shulker box on the ground. I want to dump my stuff in here. I'll just dump everything in here. I do not need it for this exchange. And things are going to get fun. So I owe you 16 heads. 16 very specific heads. I will say I have not managed to get them all.
What? Then what am I doing here?
Well, I've managed to get most of them. The problem is the allays. Because we're not at 1.19.1 on the server yet, so we can't duplicate allays, and they only spawn in very specific places. There is a limited number of allays that are not claimed, and I have now killed all of them. And got no heads.
Oh.
But what I do have is in this box.
Alright, let's see.
You may notice there is another head missing. Because you also wanted my head. So, I was thinking, because my head's missing and those 4 heads are missing, I owe you interest. So, there's another shulker box.
Interest? Oh my gosh, okay.
So, in that shulker box is 5 different ways for you to take my head. Let's just make sure I have actually set my spawn.
Oh.
Good.
Oh.
So, yeah, my thinking is, because I owe you interest on those heads, you get my head 5 times instead of just the once. And you get to kill me 5 times. In 5 different ways.
I was gonna say, alright, well, let's...
This is fun.
Okay, good, you did set your spawn.
Good. Yeah.
I was like, oops, I don't think he set his spawn, but okay, alright, good.
Also, fortunately, the only thing there that I didn't have prepared was the crossbow. And it just so happened that with my villager set up, I could get the crossbow pretty easily. Ah, that's cursed.
Don't I look lovely? Look at this.
It's the fact that you then got the hair hanging down, which is a very different colour.
It's alright, it's good. It's good. It looks like you got like a ponytail off your beard now.
Yeah. Maybe I should try it in real life. But probably not.
Best not.
Ow. I'm just glad that the player heads are dropping. I've already said in the episode that we've had to redo the mod because some heads just weren't happening.
Ooh, let's see how far we can get this. Hold on.
I'll
Put an apple on your head.
I don't have any apples on me. I thought I would clear out my inventory, seeing as I knew what was going to happen.
Ooh, nice. Okay,
That
cool.
did very little. That one was better. One more. One more.
Let's see if I can... Oh, one more. Okay. Hey! Oh, the head? Where's the head?
Or probably over where I died.
Most likely.
There you go.
What am I gonna do with 5 wab heads?
I don't know what you wanted 1 for. Except,
I don't know.
the only thing I could think of was just because you wanted me to die. But it was mainly my head and lots of cute animals. It's been a horrible episode.
I intended it to be that way because I was like, what is the most painful heads to get and the most sad heads to get because you have to kill so many cute innocent things.
I also, because of the mod not working, I have killed so many jelly cats.
I feel bad.
I've already apologised to Good Times with Scar once in this episode.
I feel like I should apologize too, but
Oh no, it's definitely hashtag blame one.
Nope. I'll even wear a jelly hat this time.
Oh. You want to kill me quickly before the fire does, or you won't get the head. I'm enjoying this. I've been saving the best for last.
I was like, ooh, different things.
Oh yeah, because also, I've not shown me preparing the box in the episode. People did not know what was going to happen.
Oh my gosh, even better. Okay, alright. You know what, maybe... Hold on.
Where do you want me to go?
Gotta shrink. I feel like this last one could cause some damage, Wab. Ooh, it's hide and seek. Alright. Oh.
Maybe if I hide.
What?
You still have arrows in your inventory.
Hold on.
Get rid of the arrows.
Oh, okay, alright. Hold on. I got to eat.
How did I not even notice that there's now a space here? They've already taken it down. How did I not notice that? I'm terrible at this.
Okay, hold on. It's still not letting me do the whole shooty. Do I need it here? Aha! Oh, okay. Alright.
I don't think I've ever actually done this.
Oh. Well. Oh, that is too fun.
That is a lot of fun and does very little damage, so you get to do it a lot. I was hoping to get quick charge on there, but I didn't have a quick charge villager.
Hold on. Get a different angle. Hold on.
Oh, that's from above.
It's so pretty.
You may notice there are also 2 different types of rocket there. I've got red fading to yellow and yellow fading to red because I've got access to red and yellow dye.
Well, we're just gonna have to do the other one.
Yeah, of course. Oh, one more, I think.
Yay!
So yeah, I will make sure to get you the allay heads once we can replicate allays in 1.19.1. But until then, are you happy that for now my debt is paid?
I think for now, yeah, we're good.
Yay!
And the fact that I get to kill you like multiple times.
Oh yeah, I thought initially for the interest I just added a different bonus head, but then I thought this is going to be a lot more fun for both of us.
Oh, this is definitely worth it. I enjoyed it.
And as I look out over my new collection of cats, that is all I have time for in today's episode, which is worrisome because I still need to collect all the rest of the Wither Skulls, and this is starting to become quite late on my debt, so I think in tomorrow's live stream I'm going to try and collect the rest of the Wither Skeleton Skulls so we can fight some Withers. But in the meantime, if you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. My name is Weird and Bearded, and I will see you all next time.